Breaking news, a Chicago police officer shot and killed in the line of duty. From what we're hearing, dozens of police officers are gathered outside of University of Chicago Medical Center right now.
And our Brona Tumulty is there right now, where we are expecting a news conference to get underway shortly. Brona?
Good evening, guys. Yeah, very, very sad news indeed tonight. We're still waiting on a press conference from Superintendent Larry Snelling. Still a very fluid situation.
Man, it'd be so much I be wanting to tell y'all about these videos, man, but I be having to make sure it be palatable as much as it can be anyway, because my ass ain't very palatable. Listen, fam, I'm Trailhand Bill reporting live from South Florida. I'm in Miramar tonight, guys. I was in Davie. I say it's a lot, man. I could tell y'all, but if you're new here, over here, we watch the video, and when that is over with, I give my opinion. Now, I know about this story. I read a couple of the print articles, so I got 2 videos, about 5 minutes altogether. Depending on how much they reveal in this story right here, man, we might watch the other one too, man. It's a chill night. What is it, Thursday? Relax, 7:30 where I'm at. Very beautiful. Let's see who they mourning in Chicago, man.
We're still waiting on a press conference from Superintendent Larry Snelling. Still a very fluid situation out here, as you can imagine. Sources telling us tonight the officer killed is in his mid-20s and has been with the department a few short years. We do have a name for the officer. We're not going to say it right now out of respect for his family, and we're still waiting on public confirmation of that name from CPD. All of this started around 8 o'clock this evening in the Chatham neighbourhood, near the intersection of 84th and South Ingleside. We do understand from sources that possibly 2 suspects are in custody. We are waiting for more information from CPD about what led up to this entire incident. The alarm, of course, raised immediately over police radios.
4 South Ingleside, 8024 South Ingleside. PO's been shot. 8204. I got an officer shot. Officer down. Anybody who's not there yet, if you can start blocking off Cottage, we're going to want to get her to UFC as quick as possible.
Now, there has been a massive police presence here over the last couple of hours. Dozens upon dozens of officers on scene. Several of the roads around the hospital are closed off to through traffic. Emergency vehicles, of course, still able to get through. We did have a crew over at the scene where this shooting happened, and we do understand that a witness spoke with WGN a short time ago. Take a listen.
I live in the neighborhood. I was just in my house, and I heard the police just driving down our block real fast, and so I just came out to see what was going on.
Now, we do understand that press conference is going to happen imminently. We're going to move over to where it is set to begin. We will bring you updates, of course, online and on air as we get them. We'll have the University of Chicago Medical Center. Brona Tumulty, WGN News.
All right, Brona, we will get back to you shortly. Thank you.
Man, let's get this out of the way, man. Y'all crazy as hell. I usually be having crushes on journalists. This shit over with. I am about to pack all my I'm going to be like, Trailhand Bill reporting live from Chicago. I'm going to get Shorty. I'm going to tell you with one later, but I'm going to get Shorty, man. We got to watch the other video, man, because this was like very, very elementary, premature, and so they didn't give us enough information. I personally know that there's more, so we're going to watch these next 3 minutes, guys, then talk about it. I got a different take on this one. I'm going to be for real.
We're learning more details about the circumstances behind the deadly shooting of a Chicago police officer, Enrique Martinez. The 26-year-old was approaching a stopped car in East Chatham last night when a suspect opened fire. The burst of rapid gunfire caught on the Citizen app video. We are going to share a short portion of that clip, but we do want to warn you that it may be difficult to hear and see. 2 people in connection to that shooting are now in custody, and a second person inside that car was killed. And there's now outrage today over the young officer's death and what led up to that shooting. Our Joni Lum is live with more of those latest developments.
Ryan, Chicago police officers all over the city learned this tragic news, and they are in mourning today. We are at the 6th District, where Officer Enrique Martinez was assigned. His colleagues here said to be especially upset because Officer Martinez was a young officer who was eager to protect Chicagoans, had his whole career ahead of him. Mayor Johnson today talked about the city's grief and sorrow.
We are calling for swift acts of justice to bring the individuals responsible for this horrific tragedy to justice.
This morning, a large shipment of flowers was delivered to the 6th District. Officers carried in multiple arrangements, part of an outpouring of support for the police station colleagues who lost one of their own in gun violence. Counseling also being offered here today. Last night, 26-year-old Officer Enrique Martinez was part of a team that stopped a vehicle with 3 occupants at 80th and South Ingleside in East Chatham. Police say the driver opened fire with a rapid-fire weapon, fatally striking Officer Martinez and an occupant of the car. They say the gunman drove away, striking another officer who's recovering at a hospital. Police arrested the suspected gunman and another passenger. They recovered a semi-automatic weapon and a handgun. Other officers raced Martinez to University of Chicago Medical Center, where police officers gathered in support. 15th Ward Alderman Ray Lopez said officers are working in a dangerous environment where they literally are under the gun.
All I know is that I'm not going to second guess my officers who are trained well. But what I do know is that even in those circumstances, if you have someone who has an extended clip and a willingness to use that weapon and unload it on a police officer, no amount of commands is going to stop them from doing what they're doing. What we do know is that with technology being removed, as officers descended upon the scene, they had no idea that an extended clip was being used. They had no idea. And we could have had much greater casualties if they had not stopped that offender.
One officer discharged a weapon, so COPA is investigating. Here at the 6th District, the police flag of mourning is posted. Later today, there's going to be something special for the 3rd Watch. Those colleagues who worked directly with Martinez. He was a Southwest Side resident, engaged to be married, had a brother on the force, comes from a law enforcement family. The 6th District in deep sorrow today. Reporting live on the South Side, I'm Joni Lum. Back to you.
Thank you so much, Joni, for that update.
Yeah, Jonah, I gotta fail your ass. I was about to pass you, man, but I gotta fail you, man, because I take these things very seriously. If you're new here, this is when it's over with, guys. We usually just have one video, but, you know what I mean, this is how this one came true. So if you want to leave, man, get your ass out of here. Ain't nobody gonna be upset, which I promise you, we pretty cool over here. But if you want to stay, you're welcome to, man. Yeah, Jonah, I was smiling listening to the video because you kept saying, like, you were like, officers all over the city. The 6th District or precinct is in mourning. Like, you kept it on the cops, but then I had heard wrong because at first I thought it was the mayor who said the city of Chicago was grieving, but it was actually your ass when you said he spoke about, you know, the city of Chicago's grief or mourning. But then the mayor never mentioned any of those damn words. I don't know if he said city or mourning. He didn't put it together. So maybe he said that in another portion of that interview and y'all just didn't clip that one. Joni, I don't know how to feel your ass for that. I believe in the integrity of information. When I get it wrong, I got a whole damn audience that'll tell my ass in the comment. Trailhead, that ain't what it is. You ain't in Detroit. Stop saying it. They'll get on my ass, Joni. So I'm sorry. I'm going to be your audience getting on your ass. No. The precinct is in mourning. Maybe some of them government agents, officials, workers up there are in mourning. We're not going to put this on the city of Chicago. Now, plot twist. I will tell you something. Trailhead Bill is in mourning. I didn't like to hear that shit, man. When I first seen this story, I'm like, yeah, I want to cover this right here. But it's so much goes on. I always tell you guys this. It's been a minute since we covered an officer dying, passing away, losing their life, being, killed in the line of duty or otherwise. But when I seen it, it was like on the maybe list. No, I don't mean this in any ways that lack compassion to this human being who lost his life or the family, his loved ones. I don't mean that. I'm just saying, once again, it's so much. But then, remember, we watched 2 videos, so the second one came and I was like, well, yeah, this is a hint, go ahead and do it. And like, before I even got to the story, my heart was breaking for it because I'm just not with senseless violence. I don't care who the perpetrators or victims are. It's just not my style, man. So God created life to be valued and appreciated, not to be extinguished senselessly. That is my take, that is my story, and I'm sticking to it. Comes from my Christian roots. You should know that if you've been watching a while. But, yeah, man, my heart breaks for this guy, man. I mourn for him and his family. Now, there are some things about this story that stuck out to me, and, I do think cops earn the hate, and I hope I don't forget to come back to that. But on the flip side of that, it doesn't change the fact that this gentleman lost his life, and now when you hear about it, you hear there was someone else in the car. Now, the print articles will offer some information that these videos didn't, and vice versa. So with the print articles, we'll update you on now. I always say this: if anyone's lying, it's not Trailhand Bill. I am simply regurgitating the information that I took in. That this young man, like the print articles say, the cops. I need to do a bloopers reel one day. See, even right there, that would have been part of it. But oh, y'all should have heard that. What I was trying to say is that there's some discrepancy between the print article and these videos, because I think one of them said something about it was a traffic stop or something, but the print articles never mentioned that. They say the car was blocking the streets, and that's when the officers approached the vehicle. Neither of the print articles mentioned a third person being involved in the situation either. That didn't come up once. The car was apparently blocking the street. I'm sorry for stumbling. And then the officers approached. So whether it was a stop or blocking the street, the officers approached, and this young man wouldn't obey whatever commands the officers were giving him. He instead reached under the seat and came up with an automatic weapon that had been converted to fully automatic with an illegal switch, right? We heard the shots. And that's how the 26-year-old officer, I think they said his name was Enrique, lost his life. But simultaneously, the driver was shot and killed. And this is the story that we're getting from no one but the cops, right? Even though the media is giving it to us, they're giving it to us as secondhand information. They got their information from the damn police too. So let me reiterate this. The cop lost his life, the 26-year-old cop, and then a driver who they're not giving us any information on, be it some bullshit they got going on, or the family hasn't been notified, or the family just doesn't want the information. But there could be a million reasons behind that, right? I'm going to give the cops the benefit of the doubt some in this, guys. I already gave you my plot twist. While I'm not going to say the city of Chicago is mourning this loss, I know some stories with y'all to terrorize them citizens up there. Some of them going to be like, good for you, they don't give a damn. Seen it in my comment sections. Now, with that being said, besides that, the reason I'm also going to give them, or maybe the only reason I'm not giving them the benefit of the doubt because a cop lost their life. I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt more in this video than I ordinarily would, because they did not murder this guy when they apprehended him. Now, they knew at least that their partner had been severely injured, I'm pretty sure. If not, they knew that he was already passed away. But either way, they could have. We've seen scenarios and situations where they do kill people, or at least beat their ass, who, you know what I mean, kill or assault or shoot or do something to their partners. And in this situation, they did apprehend the gentleman. Perfect segue for me to tell you guys, I suggest that you go and I'm going to leave the print articles, you know, in the comments, pinned comment and or description. I should, for the link, that's what I mean, to the print articles. I'm sorry, I probably stumbled right there. But I suggest you go and Google this young man that they arrested for this and see his picture. I'm pretty sure we'll add some colorful context to anything I say and the media said in this story. When I'm telling you to go look at it, when I could have just put it on the screen right here or made it a part of the thumbnail, you gotta know that there's a reason I didn't. Let's get back to let the cops tell it. The driver of the car also was shot by this suspect and lost their life, but the suspect pushed the driver out of the car and then sped off, right? And eventually crashed the vehicle, depending on who you believe, into an apartment, or crashed into another vehicle, then ran into an apartment, cut off the leg monitor. I should tell you more about that. I don't know if they told you enough here. And then continued to run, but the cops eventually apprehended him. Now, this is someone who was on a leg monitor for, what was he on a leg monitor for? I forget. And I quote, for trying to defeat a drug screening test. So he went to court after trying to defeat a drug screening test, and the judge put him on a leg ankle monitor, tracker, or whatever, however those things work. That's what he tried to cut off. Now, I want to talk a little bit about this story and the fact that even though I already gave some possible reasons why they didn't, nowhere in it did they mention, and definitely not nearly as much as they mentioned this officer, this other victim, right? I don't know anything about the third person in the vehicle. I also don't, I guess they're saying that's the other second person that was also apprehended. The print articles never mentioned that, and for the record, they didn't say a lot about it here, except that that person had also been, I guess, arrested or detained or something. But the print articles definitely didn't mention any of that. So, but then I seen those flowers too, guys, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I get a little emotional about these things. And then I see you know, the alderman, he steps in and he says, hey, I'm not gonna question my trained officers in these situations. And I guess he's referring to people are gonna have questions. I even myself have questions about how the officers handle this situation. Was this officer, young officer Enrique, 26 years old, was he actually coherent of what he was getting involved in, signing up to be a law enforcement officer on those Chicago streets. Like, those things do matter. Was he properly trained? Even though the alderman has already suggested to us that his trained, like he's suggesting that that is the case. We don't know that. These motherfuckers don't be knowing what the hell going on. And you know, all of that just natural situational awareness. Where was Enrique with all of this? Now, by no means am I victim blaming, because if someone pulls out a gun and aims it at anyone else who's not threatening them in a hostile way, I mean, how in the hell can the person on the other side of that gun and those bullets not be a victim, no matter who they are? How could they not be the victim? No matter who, once again, the perpetrators or the victims are. Now, there are going to be some Americans who liken it to you guys always terrorizing us, and that's why I brought up, you know, I'm seeing those flowers, and I'm seeing you guys talk about blocking off streets, and I'm seeing you guys all at the hospital. You're gathered there, you know, to mourn your partner, man, to pray for him if he wasn't already passed away and, you know, declared deceased. You're there because you care, man, and y'all took a lot of steps, and I'm pretty sure, if not all of it, most of it involved taxpayer money, man. I'm gonna be real with y'all, man. I already recorded this damn audio and I went the hell off. And that's why I am glad I recorded it again, man. And the reason I went the hell off is because we already know they never even considered doing anything close, like anything at all, much less close to what they do when their comrades pass away. When Americans pass away at their hands. When they murder Americans, like innocent Americans, like, you know, they killing the baby, high-speed chase. They just killed them two friends. It's not Detroit, it's Michigan. I got it right this time, guys. Coming home from work. The officers didn't have no emergency lights on, going over 100 miles per hour. Y'all killed that mother and 15-year-old son. Dad come to the scene. Come on, man. Y'all know I could go on and on. Y'all didn't even consider, like, y'all in press conferences making up lies about why these motherfuckers ain't guilty of murder. And now y'all got vans full of flowers. Y'all closing down streets. I want to tell y'all about this story about this rapper in Chicago who there are a lot of questions about whether the police officers or first responders took their damn time getting to him after he got shot in one of those high-end districts. They left him, like, there's video of him laying on the ground, bleeding and squirming while the police stand right there. Now, you know, whatever, bro. I'm not going down that damn rabbit hole whether they should have done anything or not. But I'm watching these motherfuckers take our money. They took his money. He was a taxpaying American. He died squirming on them damn streets. His family's money, his brothers, his sisters, his mom, his father. Our money, when our loved ones involved in these damn situations. I'm going to bring it a little closer to home. They never do that type of shit that they do. I ain't never seen no damn van of flowers when no American get murdered by no police. I'm going to be honest with you, I don't remember seeing one. And to add insult to injury, man, because I'm telling y'all, man, I get it when people say, y'all earn the hate, fam. I've never been to Chicago in my life. I'm going because I'm about to go and get that little pretty-ass foreign girl, man. She got me, family. That's the one. Trailhand Bill reporting live from Chicago with that damn accent. I'm out of here, man. Call me white chocolate lover. I don't get no damn. She got me. I usually just have crushes, but now I'm in love. I lied, man. I'm so amped up. I have been to Chicago before. That's neither here nor there, man. Did this, fam. The only thing I know about this story is what y'all told us, bro. Y'all told us this very distinguished. I mean, this was a beautiful cast of journalists. I still got to fail Jonah ass. I done met my wife in Chicago in this broadcast. How can I be mad at any damn thing they did besides Jonah? She was on a little bit of bullshit. Family, I want to reiterate. I don't know any damn thing about Chicago or this story besides what you guys told us. And you know what you told us? An American lost their life in this situation. This isn't one of those times where we got to say, well, what would have happened if it happened to us like it happened to them? Or what would have happened if they did to us? This is not one of those. I don't have to draw any similar parallels here. It's literal. An American died the very damn same way, unless it was actually you guys that shot him and killed him. Because that's a very real possibility too. And I think it needs to be investigated while y'all already trying to shove it down our throats that this suspect who y'all are saying killed your damn cop. I mean, hell, do we need to extend the investigation and ask, was he also murdered by friendly fire? Was he actually running from y'all? But please don't get me. Right now, I'm pretty much, y'all can kill me for this. I done went pretty much back to blue and believe y'all narrative about this story right here. But, you know, it could be a lot of other possibilities. We're going to leave it there, man. Rest in peace to Enrique. Prayers for his family. And we're going to get to the rest of it, too. But what I'm trying to say is we got a literal situation here. And I'm looking at the flowers coming out of the van on the street. I mean, the hero-ass cop went out to help carry and meet him, and you even got a female hero cop, or somebody went out there. You got the alderman. I feel you, big dog. You ain't finna question your cops. You believe in their training, and you probably ain't seen now one of them motherfuckers train a day in your life. But you trust them. You believe in it. Y'all blocking streets. Lined up at the hospital. A lot of taxpayer money went into not only getting y'all homeboy to the hospital, but some would say standing around doing nothing while he was declared officially deceased. Already y'all got taxpayer money right here set aside, and y'all brought it to the table right now, real quick. There's other American that, y'all keeping quiet about. I done gave y'all the benefit of the doubt on the reason, mostly because y'all done killed this dude when y'all apprehended him. Did y'all do anything for him, her, their family? Give them any money? Were any vans or flowers sent? Will there be any processions? That's why I snapped in that first video, because we all already know the damn answer. That's why there are going to be people who hear about this damn story and they celebrate. They're going to have jokes about your comrade dying. They're not going to give a damn. Because while I sympathize, that's my Christian morality, that's my Christian roots, there's another side of me that I have to submit to that. And that side agrees with them. The same fuck you y'all have for that American who died in this damn situation, just like 26-year-old Officer Enrique, the same damn situation, we lost a life to. It wasn't just y'all. Boy, y'all don't get no fuck about us, big dog. That's why the other side of me and so many Americans don't get no fuck about y'all. I'm just being honest, man. That is literally what people mean when they say y'all earn the hate. I started this video being heartbroken because this young cop lost his life. I ended it mad as hell. And you know why? Because they're going to continue to use our money to show us how much they care about their own, while simultaneously throwing it in our face. They don't give no damn about us and the people we love. How we supposed to feel about that?
4 South Eagle Side, 8024 South Eagle Side. PO's been shot. 8204. I got an officer shot. Officer down. Anybody who's not there yet, if you can start blocking off Cottage, we're going to want to get her to UFC as quick as possible.
That's a hell of a soundtrack, big dog. Some people know personally. Especially those people who know it because of you, motherfucker. I resonate with all of that shit y'all had going on, man. The anxiety, the panic, the urgency. I just wonder how y'all don't never feel it until it's your people, man. Guess we was all raised different, huh? Thank you if you made it this far. If you liked the video, feel free to hit that thumbs up button. I greatly appreciate it. If you care to go a little further than that, maybe even subscribe, hit the notification bell. Check out a few of the other videos on the channel. Either way, y'all be safe.